These classic Western locations once brought dusty towns, saloons, and frontier legends to life. Today, we compare them then and now, and see what still remains. The Quick and the Dead, 1995. Court faced the town from this spot at the Mescal movie set in Arizona. Today, the preserved Western street still looks remarkably similar to the 1995 film. Once Upon a Time in the West. The famous hanging arch scene was filmed beneath this remote sandstone formation. Today, visitors can still reach the spot after a scenic 2-mile round-trip hike. My Darling Clementine. Wyatt and Clementine's farewell was filmed with Agathla Peak on the horizon. Today, the famous Arizona backdrop remains easily recognizable from the classic scene. The outlaw Josie Wales. The Mescal movie set became a Texas town for the film. Today, the restored Western street still welcomes visitors after appearing in countless classic movies. Westworld, 2016. The cantina scenes were filmed at Veluzat Movie Ranch in California. Today, the Western set remains active, serving as a backdrop for many film productions. Kill Bill. The Two Pines wedding chapel scenes were filmed at this 1934 church. Today, the building still stands, serving a different congregation than in the movie. Once Upon a Time in the West. Cheyenne first meets harmonica at this Monument Valley location. Today, the desert view remains unchanged and was later reused in National Lampoon's Vacation. Sicario. The Wild Pony Bar appeared during the film's New Mexico scenes. Today, the Roadside building sits vacant, its brief Hollywood role now part of its history. Junior Bonner. The Santa Fe Depot appeared as Prescott's train station in the film. Today, the restored 1907 building still stands, though trains stopped running here decades ago. The outlaw Josie Wales. The homestead once stood near Kanab, Utah. Today, thick vegetation covers the filming site, while the original adobe was relocated to a local movie museum. The Quick and the Dead, 1995. Most of Redemption was filmed at Arizona's Mescal movie set. Today, the restored Western Street remains one of the state's most recognizable filming locations. Hell or High Water. The T-Bone Cafe served as a key filming location in Estancia. Today, the cafe is closed, and the bank building across the street has been demolished. Sergeant Rutledge. The 9th U.S. Cavalry rode through Monument Valley with the Three Sisters in the distance. Today, the spectacular Western backdrop remains virtually unchanged. Tom Horn. The Mescal movie set doubled as Cheyenne, Wyoming for the film. Today, the restored Western town remains one of Arizona's best-known movie locations. Thelma and Louise. The famous traffic stop was filmed beside Courthouse Towers in Arches National Park. Today, the spectacular red rock landscape remains virtually unchanged. Once upon a time in the West. This dramatic cliffside cave served as a key filming location near Kayenta, Arizona. Today, it remains untouched, reached only by a challenging 5-mile hike. Stagecoach, 1939. The famous stagecoach crossed Monument Valley with Sentinel Mesa rising behind it. Today, the towering butte and surrounding landscape remain almost unchanged. My Darling Clementine. This Monument Valley location doubled as Tombstone in John Ford's classic Western. Today, the sweeping desert landscape still looks strikingly similar to the 1946 film. The outlawed Josie Wales. Santo Rio stood at Utah's Pariah movie set for this classic Western. Floods damaged the town before a suspicious fire in 2006 destroyed it completely. The Hitcher, 1986. The unforgettable dust storm sequence was filmed near Death Valley Junction, California. Today, the barren desert landscape looks almost exactly as it did in 1986. Natural Born Killers. The 5 to 2 Cafe became a memorable roadside stop in the film. Today, the isolated building sits closed and boarded up, abandoned beside the Arizona highway. One Easy Rider. Billy and Wyatt rode through Sunset Crater National Monument in this iconic scene. Today, the volcanic landscape remains virtually unchanged from the 1969 classic. U-Turn. Bobby and Toby Tucker's confrontation was filmed on the streets of Superior, Arizona. Today, the quiet intersection remains instantly recognizable from the 1997 thriller. U-Turn. Harlan's Garage once stood in Superior, Arizona as a major filming location. Today, the buildings are gone, leaving only a few palm trees behind on the site. The Searchers. The search party crossed Monument Valley beside the Thumb and North Window. Today, both iconic rock formations still create one of the film's most recognizable views. Hell or High Water. The Sunset Motel welcomed guests along Route 66 and appeared in the film. Today, the vintage motel still stands, preserving much of its classic roadside character. No Country for Old Men. Anton Chigurh used this payphone during one of the film's tense moments. Today, the street remains recognizable, though the surrounding businesses have changed. U-Turn. Main Street in Superior, Arizona became the backdrop for much of the film. Today, the historic downtown still closely resembles its appearance in the 1997 thriller. Young Guns. Los Cerrillos, New Mexico doubled as Lincoln during the film's memorable gunfight scenes. Today, the historic western town still closely resembles its movie appearance. The Quick and the Dead, 1995. The Redemption General Store stood along the main street of the Mescal movie set. Today, the restored buildings continue attracting filmmakers and Western fans alike. Hell or High Water. The Howard Ranch House sits along a remote dirt road near Moriarty, New Mexico. Today, the isolated property still closely matches its appearance in the modern Western. Stagecoach, 1939. Several memorable scenes were filmed along Monument Valley Road near today's View Hotel. The breathtaking desert scenery has changed very little since 1939. Back to the Future Part 3. This Monument Valley cave became one of the film's unforgettable locations. Today, the cave and Merrick Butte behind it remain exactly as fans remember them. Landman. The Patch Cafe served as a filming location in the hit series. Today, the longtime Fort Worth restaurant still stands, much as it appeared on screen. Breakdown. This lonely Nevada highway doubled as the view toward Brackett in the film. Today, the empty desert road remains almost unchanged from its on-screen appearance. Back to the Future Part 3. Marty arrived in 1985 at this California location. Today, the road still exists, but the distant bridge was only a movie effect and never existed. Thelma and Louise. The historic Bedrock store became a memorable stop in the film. Today, the 1882 building still stands, remaining one of the movie's most recognizable locations. Ghost Town, 1988. Most of the film was shot at Arizona's Mescal movie set. Today, the restored Western town continues to welcome visitors and filmmakers from around the world. Easy Rider. La Cantena Bar welcomed the bikers during their New Mexico journey. Today, the longtime Roadside building still stands, preserving its recognizable movie appearance. Thelma and Louise. This roadside motel hosted one of the film's memorable stops. Today, the building survives as a recovery center, with its original motel appearance still visible. Junior Bonner. The Palace Saloon became a memorable backdrop in downtown Prescott. Today, Arizona's oldest operating bar still welcomes visitors inside its beautifully restored interior. Landman. Ariana's house was filmed at this Benbrook home built in 1957. Today, the suburban property remains virtually unchanged from its appearance in the series. Kill Bill. Bud's trailer once stood deep inside Mule Canyon near Yermo, California. Today, the trailer's gone, leaving only the isolated desert landscape behind. The Hitcher, 1986. The tense bus stop scene was filmed along California's Highway 78. Today, the lonely desert highway still captures the same isolated feeling from the movie. Breakdown. The Texaco station from Breakdown is now Archview RV Resort near Moab, Utah. While the gas station is gone, the surrounding desert landscape remains familiar.